crypto gains? That seems to be a topic, well, actually a hot topic that is up for debate, primarily because we've seen XRP do great price action or have great price action. And hopefully we might see a lot of the lawsuits essentially subside because there's some news that came out. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about what's going on with Ethereum holders. And yes, I'm one of them. Ethereum's kind of like a hot mess right now. It is, but it isn't. Like, we have a lot of adoption with BlackRock, and, RLUSD will be running on XRPL and Ethereum and things like that. Essentially, Ethereum set the stage, but at the same time, it's not doing things that people wanted it to do. And I understand like how important layer 2s are to the ecosystem, but at the same time, if I have to switch a network, if I have to do something that takes additional time for me to send a transaction to use any blockchain, I don't want to do it. I could just use Solana, or I can use XRP. So we're having those types of conversations now. Like, Ethereum used to be the go-to. Like, we would know we would buy it. Well, not financial advice, just in my mind, but we would know that if we get Ethereum, number's going to go up. But we're not really seeing a lot of great price action with Ethereum. So it's kind of like, So we're going to talk about that today. We also have some really crazy bullish news for FLOKI, which I'm really excited to talk to you about. I saw it this morning and I was like, what? The day after Christmas? So we're going to talk about that. We also have a really fun poll at the top. What is your top meme coin? FLOKI, SQUIDGROW, XRP, or FartCoin? Because we like to have fun on the channel. Also, too, I got to say, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to the entire O Army, everyone. And big special shout out to the O Army members, which you guys can get that on YouTube. It's like $3 or $4. And basically you help support me in the channel. So shout out to Mr. D, to Mr. R, Gorgeous Queen, Gorgeous Julie, Chipper, Mr. Legend, and the rest of the O Army. Appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to TikTok, and let's get started. And I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I had a really, really wonderful Christmas. I had delicious food. So I did like a lazy Christmas, and normally I would just get like the candied yams that are in the cup, or the ones in the purple can, and make those. But basically went to Costco and got the ones that are already done, and I almost ate the entire container. So I left it out, and then I had to get rid of it because I left it out, but it was so good. So good. Then scallops and orzo. I didn't do like a traditional Christmas because we're going to do that tomorrow. My mom's bringing lasagna. My daughter calls that lasagna for my daughter because that's what she requested. This Christmas is been a little bit different. Family's doing different things this year, and that's okay. I don't share all my personal business, but just know on Christmas Eve with the kids, we had the best day ever. The best day ever. They were so excited. My mom had a wonderful time, and that was the goal, is just to do something really fun for my mom, for the kids, for my nephew and my daughter. My nephew, he will be 4 on New Year's Eve, so we're gonna do a little party for him here. My daughter, she's 8, and they're like best friends. So what I did is we went to, my sister was like, and this is the second Christmas that her partner, my nephew's father, that he passed away. So it's really hard because he passed away in August, 2 August ago. So it was really, really rough for her. Plus our dad passed away on Christmas Eve. So it makes it even more rough, but we got through it. Kept everyone busy. It was good. And, so my sister's like, cause she's autistic one. She's all over the place, like cuckoo. Love her, but she is literally a square peg in a circle world. Well, that's what my mom likes to say. But, so she's like, let's go to the Polar Express in Arizona and Williamsburg. It was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, no, we're not doing that. Cause it's far and I just didn't want to drive that far. But my mom found something in Paris. They have a little Polar Express train there, and it's super fun. So we did that. It was a lot more affordable, and we didn't have to cross state lines, and it was just like awesome. The kids loved it, and it was enough for the kids. So they had a great time. Maybe we'll do Arizona, Grand Canyon Polar Express one year, but not this year. I didn't feel like doing it. So we did it. It was fun. And the moral of the story was to do something awesome for the kids, and do something awesome for my mom. That was basically her Christmas gift. So we did that. But anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. Shout out to everybody. And if you were able to give back this year, I hope you did. We did a lot of good for the self-care lab this year, and always happy to do it. Love them. And shout out to everyone who donated to them. But let's go get in the news and sending you guys love and light. And 2025 is going to be our year. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a market update. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about Ripple. We're going to talk about all this stuff. I'm so sorry, Antonio. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences to you and your family. So this is going to be the current crypto market cap on the daily. And of course, you guys can't see, but FTT is behind me and it's up 15.5%, BGB 28%. And on the weekly, things are looking better on the weekly. Move is up 46.6%, FTT, Zcash, etc., Pengu. So this is what the weekly looks like. And we expected I actually expected more downward price action, but we didn't necessarily get that, which I was kind of wrong short term. But when we do take a look at the Bitcoin and the crypto charts, Bitcoin had a really, really nice move up. Great move up. Wrong chart. Come on, Wendy. Wrong chart. We're just all over the place over here today. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin had a really nice move up from the trend line here at about 93,000, and we hit a high of almost $100,000. And we rejected, and now we're trading back down at about $95,000. So me personally, I'm just chilling. I'm looking for better entries, and I think that we'll continue to probably consolidate, and then we get to this area of resistance about 103. Possibly we'll either go up or we'll go down, and I'll have a better idea when we get a little bit closer. But right now we're probably going to retest about 92,000 again. We'll see what happens. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll hold support here. But taking a look at the 4 hours just kind of going sideways. The stock market and everything was closed, but you can still trade crypto, which is great. Ethereum, we'll talk about that a little bit more. We've got some more stories on that, but the Ethereum chart just sucks. It just looks pathetic. It just doesn't look good at all. It's like, can we have nice things? So this is the daily chart. It looks like yesterday we got some pretty decent gains, essentially coinciding with what Bitcoin did. We hit about $3,500. And we're dropping. Now we're about at $3,300. We're probably going to retest about $3,200, possibly $3,000 if Bitcoin continues to go a little bit lower. But chart's not looking super great, super sexy, nothing really going on today. So it does look like we may hit about $3,200. Solana is at $188. Personally with Solana, I'm bullish on Solana long term. But right now, price is kind of retreating. And I think that unless we're able to break above this resistance line, we're going to continue to head downwards, and we'll probably tap at about 174 again. SUI, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but SUI's in a downtrend as well, probably hit about $4.05. And let's take a look at XRP. XRP is doing good. Really doing good. XRP, for me personally, the fact that we are in a downtrend, which is okay with me, not an issue. But the fact that we've been able to hold this line about 197 is incredibly well. So XRP looks a little bit bearish price action wise, but again, I do expect it to do incredibly well in 2025. So let's go ahead and let's just for fun. If XRP from, let's say 196 hits $5 and $5.69, about $6. That'd be a 200% gain. Now, Ethereum, let's see what Ethereum would do if we hit our target where everybody's talking about the $10,000 mark, which I don't even know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. We're at this area here at about $3,400. So for us to hit $10,000, if we did hit $10,000, it would be a 200% pump. XRP would be, if we hit the 569, sorry. Let's go over here. 569 or so the $6 area, it would be a 221% pump, approximately about that. So I personally think that we will see more gains with XRP. I do. Just based off where we're currently trading right now. We'll see more gains with XRP. It doesn't matter if it's 20% or not, but that's what we're seeing right now. And there could be a possibility that XRP does flip Ethereum. Is that bad? Not necessarily, because XRP holders will finally be redeemed. But at the same time, price-wise with Ethereum, it was probably a better bet to buy XRP at some of the low levels. Super low levels. Like, let's go ahead and reset our chart over here. Whoopsie. If you bought XRP at 63 cents, you're up significantly. And it was trading at these areas until November 4th. So if you bought XRP at about 50, 60 cents, you're up over 475%. So there's that. That's exciting. That's very, very exciting to see. And of course, we have this tweet here from Bitstamp. Bitstamp, if you don't know who they are, they're one of the older crypto exchanges. They've been around forever. But they said XRP is going to make history this year, and there's no context as to why at all. It's just there. Also, to you guys, make sure to smash a like and to share this. That helps support me and helps support the channel. We appreciate that there, but smash a like and share this. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe with all alerts set. But there's no context here. They just tweeted this. So they might know something we don't. We'll see. Now some negative news for Ethereum. And again, I don't want to be a bear, but it is what it is. And I do hold a lot of Ethereum. Ethereum tumbles over 15%, over $23 billion in unrealized losses trigger sell-off fears. So apparently Ethereum had a little bit of a drop-off. Let's talk about this, okay? Oh, darn it. I forgot to share something with you all about XRP. We'll go back there, but we'll talk about this first. So apparently Ethereum's price dropped by 15% in the last week, but this is not really news because when Bitcoin's price drops, everything else price drops, especially Ethereum. So that's not kind of a nothing burgers article. Is a little bit silly. Some people are turning bearish, which I can understand why, because we have a lot of other layer ones to compete with it. But at the same time, I don't know why people are bearish on Ethereum, to be honest, especially when BlackRock, we have the BlackRock spot ETFs. Unrealized losses surged by 7 million Ethereum in 1 week and is now valued at 23 billion, making the largest increase over 5 months. With around 28% of active addresses in profit, selling pressure is growing as holders seek to lock in gains. Traders are ready for a sell-off. The only thing I'm going to say about this, number one, is yes, people take profits, especially at the end of the year. If you have a CPA and you have somebody that's actively doing your crypto taxes for you, they might suggest to sell. They might suggest that you take profit, there you sell, or whatever it is. So this makes sense to rebalance portfolios. Same time, it's at the end of the year. People got to take profits, take their family out and do really cool things. So, hey, but again, at the same time, you guys, everything is dropping. Like this is not just exclusive to Ethereum. And when we do take a look at the entire crypto market cap, we're sitting at $3.24 trillion. So we had a bit of a drop. We're not trading. When Ethereum was trading at $4,000, market cap was at $3.6 trillion. So there's that. Now I got to tell you guys a positive XRP story. I believe. Well, I don't know if it's a positive one, but it's about XRP. So it looks like Ripple has another upcoming $1 billion XRP unlocked. Will it impact the price? So let's go ahead and read some key titty bitties from this article. So Ripple will release 1 billion XRP in January 1st for liquidity to fund operations. And this is something that they do. If you've been investing in XRP, you would know this. This is something that's in their white paper, something that they've always done. Okay. Now they do unlocks every month. And 1 billion XRP is around 1.75% of the supply, and December's massive unlock had no major impact on price. So this is bullish to me. Why is it bullish? Well, a couple things. XRP is Ripple releases 1 billion XRP, which is almost 2% of the entire supply, and they do this every month. This also happened in December, and it didn't have a major impact on price. So this is good. This is positive, and it is what it is. So this is an upcoming unlock. If you're trading if you're trading or holding XRP, you might want to take a look at your trading investing journal, see if you need to exit or enter position, whatever it is you want to do. But honestly, like, I think that Ripple people are like, you guys are used to it, right? I don't know. Seems to be going fine. Anyways, let's get into the next story over here. Let's talk about Vitalik, because my entire net worth is in this man's hand, of course, right? Now let's take a look at Vitalik. So this came out today. Crazy story. So apparently, Vitalik joined the wildlife sponsorship program and adopted Moodeng with the generous gift of 10 million THB for her family. We look forward to working with you in the next 2 years for the benefit of the Kai Kiao Open Zoo and Community for All. So basically, Vitalik donated a bunch of money. And this is what he tweeted. He said, "Thank you for the warm welcome to the family and your work for wildlife animals. I'm happy to be adoptive father to Moodeng as she grows up over the next 2 years to support her with my 10 million THB donation, maybe more as I set aside 88 ETH for other animals and friends. May they live long and prosper." So he said, so the 88 ETH that he donated was worth about $292,000. And I don't know if this was because, a lot of projects like to send Vitalik Ethereum. So maybe he sold that project and that's donated it, because he's been known to do that. So that's kind of an interesting story. And he went ahead and posted this picture with his head in this hippo. Is this a hippo? Head, and I don't think this is real, which is good because these are very, 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 very powerful creatures, but it's cute that he kind of posted it. So it looks like the Ethereum community and the Solana community is also in good spirits because they like to be a little bit silly over there. But anyways, I mean, crypto is just a really funny place. It's a funny place. But overall, I will say I like to have a diversified portfolio, and I do like to hold different projects. So I'll hold Solana, I'll hold SUI, I'll hold Ethereum. I don't hold Moodeng. I have a lot of moon bags of different meme coins and different, a lot of other stuff. If my viewers want to talk to me, they can talk to me on YouTube. That's why. Thank you for your comment, though. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Anything else over here? And also too, I don't respond to a lot of yeah, shout out to White Rock. I like what they're doing. Somebody said injected protocol. I'm not really sure. I haven't been following them a ton. But I do get like, I do get a lot of weird comments on TikTok, so I just don't respond to them. And you guys ask me for financial advice. I can't give you financial advice. So I also said I'm not going to be really talking about Hex too much anymore, just because the allegations against Richard Hart and what's going on, because we don't really know what the truth is. So we just won't be talking about too terribly much. But shout out to the Hexicans, etc. And I'm not going to tell you guys where I hold majority of my crypto. That's weird. Like, you guys ask way crazy personal stuff. Is 15 tokens of XRP enough? I don't know. It's up to you. Shout out to Mr. R. Anyways, you guys, let's get into more news over here. Let's get into more news. And again, I have nothing against the Hexicans at all. It's just I don't know what's going on with the story, man. Like, there's a lot to it. All right, let's go and talk about runes. So if you guys don't know what runes are basically NFTs on Bitcoin. Runes transaction share on the Bitcoin network drops to new lows. This represents a stark contrast to the period between April and November, when runes often consisted over 50% of daily Bitcoin transactions. The following excerpt is from the Block Data and Insights newsletter. So let's go and see what's going on over here. Basically, the volatility shifted focus away from new products like runes and oracles, and people are just kind of like over it for now. Runes transaction only make up 1.67% of daily Bitcoin transactions, which is a sharp decline from over 50% earlier this year. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Right now, the Bitcoin ecosystem is just very hard to use. It is. I love the Bitcoin ecosystem. I think runes are great. I love Bitcoin. I like the BRC20 tokens, but it's just really hard to use. The transactions are super slow, and you definitely need a layer 2 when using Bitcoin. So I think that's kind of what happened. I do hold DOG. Because I did buy the rune stones. I'm down on the rune stones, but it's kind of leveled out because of the price of DOG. But at the same time, it just kind of happens. Like, you know, we will see a comeback eventually, and it is what it is. So this is why we practice risk management, and we put in disposable income, because stuff like this happens. But again, Bitcoin is awesome. Building on Bitcoin is cool, but you do need a layer 2 that actually works. However, when you use a layer 2, you do sacrifice security. In addition to that, it's just hard to use right now. It's not as fast as like some of the other stuff. I think a lot of people would rather use Ethereum over that. And now, you guys, we got to talk about FLOKI. And we partner with FLOKI today. We did. Shout out to FLOKI for partnering the O Show, Everything Crypto, every single day. But it looks like FLOKI is on course for Europe ETP as DAO floats proposal to provide early liquidity. And this is a freaking epic story. Absolutely epic story. I mean, if you guys don't know, FLOKI's been around since like 2021. It was actually a successful community takeover. And I think they got rugged twice, but they've still been around. They've got really cool GameFi stuff coming out. They've got a trading bot. They've got their, I believe it's their MasterCard, all kinds of stuff. But again, you will see a lot of meme projects that initially started off as meme tokens turn utility, and FLOKI is a great example of it. But basically, they are going to be the basis of an exchange-traded product as early as the first quarter, but it's going to be in Europe. And developers are proposing to allocate some of the FLOKI required for the ETP from a treasury wallet that held 16 billion tokens as of Wednesday. If approved, FLOKI will be the second meme token after Dogecoin with international product or institutional product in Europe. And again, this is absolutely amazing. They're kind of following the suit, following Dogecoin suit, which if you guys don't know, Dogecoin is like the original meme coin in crypto. So I think it's excited. It's exciting, and the fact that FLOKI DAO is voting to approve, provide liquidity for the ETP is amazing. I think they will approve it. I think it will go through. But again, like this is like who would have thought? Who would have thought in 2021 that FLOKI would have an ETP in Europe? Did you? I didn't at all. Any way, shape, or form. So shout out to FLOKI for partnering with the O Show. Shout out to the FLOKI community, and this is freaking epic. Absolutely epic. And they do have a lot more things coming up soon. So I just think it's wonderful. I love to see projects win. I really, really, really do. And since we're talking about the, I guess, meme coins, this is actually a really crazy story. So my buddy Deb Chart posted this. He said, this is one of the most insane CT stories. Guy posts about his daughter's cancer diagnosis. He was able to raise funds for research. Crypto Twitter sent him some money, and someone launched a token after his daughter and sent him half of the supply. the token moons, and crypto Twitter helps him sell. There's actually a little bit of controversy around this story. People are like, I'll read the notes and I'll give my thoughts on this. So basically, someone created a token named, and I can't pronounce it, so I'm just not going to, after Chen's daughter, to help with the research funding for her illness. She has a rare brain tumor. He is a CEO of Runway, which is a finance platform. Someone sent him half the supply of Mirror. That was his daughter's name. At one point, his bag was with 400,000, and he says he doesn't know what to do and he doesn't want to rug people. However, he's been super transparent about this whole entire thing. He's like, I'm going to sell this at this price and blah, 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 blah. And he has been. He's been super transparent. He sold 10% of his bag for $49,200, which he pledged to donate to the Haskins Lab, the University of Colorado. The lab is the only research facility in Northern America focused on this type of tumor. So, like, and he was so super transparent here. He said, okay, I have literally no idea what I'm doing, but they told me to keep adding one side liquidity to Matora. So I'm doing that. I may commit selling on 1% daily, and I still won't be moving any until tomorrow. Also, how the heck did they find out of the name of my dog? Apparently they sent him money, made a token for his dog. So what's the controversy here? So a lot of people there's people that are happy. Me personally, I think this is a wonderful story. This poor man and his family, they have a sick child. He's, like when you have a sick child, you're at like, you just can't, it's hard because all you want to do is make your baby feel better. And having something like having your child have an illness like this, I couldn't even fathom at all. So he wants to raise money so they can figure out, so they can research and they can cure his daughter. That's what he's trying to do. And there's only one facility that does it. So Crypto Twitter donated him, and then they made this token. And then the drama, though, that people are mad about is they're like, well, I can't believe you guys are buying this and taking profits on it. This is the thing. People are going to do what people are going to do. And without people aping into this token, again, I'm not endorsing it. I'm just talking about the situation. Without people aping into the token, this is how this guy's able to get money, is from this. So basically, this guy's able to fund his daughter's research. Other people that might be struggling are making money. So I don't really know what people are pissed off about. I get it that there could be shady characters, different things like involved, but at the same time, I think it's a win-win. So I don't know. I could be wrong. People might get mad at me, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's this guy. But anyways, this is the guy that created it. He said, or I think he created it. He said, I'm the person that sent you 50% of Miria. So this was the post over here. He just says, I hope the money helps you find a cure for both Miria and anyone else with her condition. So, but congratulations to using crypto for the right thing. And I don't know any other industry that does this. So I don't know. Not going to comment too much on the drama. All I care about is this kid getting the help that she needs. And apparently she is. Now let's go ahead and talk about SUI. This is from Finbold. Finbold. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Shout out to Finland. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about SUI. SUI network to unlock 300 million of SUI on January 1st, 2025. What's next? So let's talk about it. If you're holding SUI, you probably want to pay attention to it. So basically, this is part of SUI's tokenomics and a monthly unlock schedule that initiates SUI's supply and dilutes investors' holdings. So far, SUI has already unlocked 29% of its max cap supply of 10 billion tokens. So this was in the roadmap. This was disclosed to everybody. I don't see an issue with it. Is what it is. Projects do that. And if you invest in projects that do this, just know what you're getting into. So I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. Now, Aptos. Aptos has been cooking quietly. And apparently they had 2 billion all-time transactions. So Aptos does have a bit of drama. Their founder left and caused a bit of an uproar. I don't really use Aptos too much, but shout out to Aptos in the community for hitting goals and deadlines. Appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and talk about the SEC. SEC commissioners say agency may move away from enforcement actions. Hester Peirce says we have a big toolkit. SEC Commissioner Peirce said earlier this month. Let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of this story over here because this is important. This matters, especially for XRP Army and just anyone who's doing anything crypto-wise in America. Starting next year, the SEC will have a smaller team of commissioners until Trump nominees are approved by the Senate. Peirce and Ueda will remain as the only sitting commissioners after Gensler leaves. Gensler is part of the blue people, and the other commissioners are part of the blue people. I'm not exactly sure about Peirce and Ueda, but they have been very pro-crypto this entire time. They want to give fair regulations. They want to protect people's privacies. They want to protect and help innovation thrive. But at the same time, they got to do their job. So this is a positive thing. Pierce expects a change in the SEC's approach to crypto enforcement. UA emphasized the importance of transparency and public input. He advocates for the adherence to the Administrative Procedure Act in crafting regulations. Pierce called for cooperation between the SEC and industry to rebuild trust and work towards an effective regulation. Piggybacking off of this story, this is important. The U.S. Congress is expected to prioritize legislation in 2025, focusing on key issues like stablecoins and the FIT21 Act. All right, so what does all of this mean? Well, it basically means that the SEC they're going to have limited staff because a lot of people are leaving because Gary Gensler he's resigning on, I think it's the 20th of 2025. January. So the enforcement actions we currently have, I don't know what's going to happen with those, but the SEC is going to have a lot limited staff. And yes, I have no problem going after bad actors, like people that do like that willingly that know they're doing something illegal, that know they're doing something wrong, that are purposely harming people with that knowledge. Not okay. But the lawsuits against like Kraken and Coinbase and Ripple and Library and Dragon Chain and just like going out and attacking people for trying to register is a little bit ridiculous. So this is bullish and this is positive going into 2025. And I'm telling you, if the Ripple lawsuit gets dropped, things are going to go insane, absolutely insane with XRP. And this is another reason why I personally believe XRP will outperform what a lot of people think. And yes, I understand about the market cap. I'm not saying we're going to hit $500. I just like $6, $5.89 seems reasonable to me. So there's that. Also, let's see. Brazil's self-custodial stablecoin to ban to catalyze decentralization. This is an interesting story coming out of Brazil. So basically, Brazil's central bank plans to ban stablecoin transfers to self-custodial wallets like MetaMask or Trezor. The ban aims to prevent transactions outside regulated trading platforms and curb P2P stablecoin use. This is a little bit of a scary story, and hopefully we don't get this in America because they're basically dictating what people can and can't do in crypto. So I don't know. But anyways, that's the show for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Basically, holidays are here. We're just cold chilling. We're going to get a lot of excitement Q1 of 2025. Fingers crossed it's all bullish. It's all pro crypto. Fingers crossed that we get a lot of these lawsuits dropped by the SEC and we just have a lot of good innovation and building and people doing awesome stuff. But on that note, I'm out. I got a video for you guys at 3 p.m. PST about cold storage. So make sure you guys watch that. And thank you guys so much. I will catch you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. PST. Bye. Bye, babies.